Alright, so there's been a massive change on how Amazon handles book reviews, and it's catching a lot of publishers off guard. If you've recently launched a book and noticed a bunch of your reviews suddenly disappeared, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why this is happening, what Amazon changed behind the scenes, and most importantly, how to adapt your review strategy for 2026 and beyond. Let's dive into it. So what's happening is that Amazon is removing a lot of reviews during people's book launches. People will save up a bunch of currency, like bounty points on sites like Book Bounty, and then when they go to launch their book, they put their book on a free promo and they get as many reviews as they can. Let's say they get 90 or 100. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they go all the way down to 60 or even less. And so there's a large portion of the reviews that they're getting that are being removed, even after these review sites verify the review. So it's very hard to get these points back. You're basically just losing a ton of reviews. So this has actually happened to a few of my students just in the last couple of weeks. However, it wasn't happening a month ago. So it does seem like this change is new. So basically what's happening is that Amazon is cracking down on AI reviews. So when people are leaving reviews on these review sites, they're just using AI. They're making them low quality. They're making them short. And sometimes they don't even align with the book in general. And so this is just aligning with the fact that Amazon's overall quality control is getting stronger. It knows that AI is prominent in this space and it's trying to make sure that everything is legitimate, high quality, no fake reviews, no bad books, and just make sure that their platform actually creates good products for people. All right, so how do we solve this problem? So what we used to do is we would, of course, prep our review points on sites like Book Bounty. We would then run a free price promotion once our book is live, and then we get as many reviews during that free price promotion as we can. The reason being is because the reviews are inexpensive in terms of bounty points, and they get picked up quickly. And of course, when you get an influx of reviews, now your ads are going to convert better. You're going to stand out from the other books. And when you do start to rank organically, those organic sales will come faster because you have the social proof. So the new strategy moving forward to adapt to this change is we're of course going to still use review sites. So I recommend using Book Bounty. In my opinion, this is the best review site. They put a lot of effort into making sure that the reviews through this site are as legitimate as possible. And there's nothing going against Amazon TOS. And it's only a matter of time until they adapt to this change and we can go back to the old method. On top of that, we still want to prep our bounty points beforehand. This is going to give us a nice pool to pull from and we can choose how much and how fast we get reviews. And the third thing we have to do with this new strategy is, of course, be more strategic with the reviews we're getting. So in terms of our ebook price, we're not going to do the free promo anymore. We're just going to price our book anywhere from $1.99 to $4.99. I'll get into why in a second. We're going to get around 10 to 20 reviews per week. And then, of course, this is going to slow down how long it takes to get 100 reviews. But in this case, that's fine. And so why we're making these changes is basically when we price our ebook like this, we're going to get a lot higher quality of a reviewer. So if somebody is just picking up your book on a free promo, they're most likely not wanting to spend any money. They're just going to get an AI review, throw it on. And the problem with this is these reviews don't really make sense to the book. They're short, they're low quality, and that's why they're getting removed. But if we have somebody purchasing our ebook to leave their feedback and get more bounty points, it's a lot higher quality of a reviewer, in my opinion. It's less likely to get the AI reviews. So when it comes to the amount of reviews that we're getting per week, we just want to slow it down because this is going to be a lot more realistic based on how much sales our book is getting. So there's nothing wrong with getting an influx of reviews. If a celebrity publishes a book, they're easily going to get 1,000 reviews overnight, but their book's also going to be getting tons and tons of sales. And so if these two numbers align better, I think it's just going to look a lot nicer in the eyes of Amazon. And of course, when it comes to slowing down how long it takes us to get to that 100 review mark, this is just going to be a bit more of a strategic launch, clearly aligned with what Amazon wants. And in the long term, I think it's going to benefit our books more because at the end of the day, Amazon wants our books to rank high. It wants them to make money. That's how they make money. But obviously, it's not happy with the quality of AI right now. And so it's going to be cracking down on that. So as long as we have a high quality book, we're getting high quality reviews in a steady period rather than a big influx. And that steady period is aligned with how much sales we're getting. It's going to just look super good. And over the long term, we're going to rank better and get more sales. But the important thing is we still get our book to this 100 plus review mark. Even if that takes a bit longer, that's fine as long as we have an evergreen keyword. But just don't stop at 20 or 30. We still need to get a ton of reviews to have social proof, but just changing our strategy up to align better with this is just going to help out our book for the long term. So I will leave my affiliate link to Book Bounty in the description below. It's a great site. It's very easy to use. And like I said, they're very proactive with making changes alongside Amazon and ensuring they're as compliant as possible. And they also have a great reader account, which is only $5 a month that you can use to build up your points. And then when you're ready to actually get reviews, you can upgrade and then downgrade back when you don't need that anymore. So one other thing that we can do is we can set up our book to get organic reviews. This is a great way to capitalize on all our sales, and you're actually missing out on a lot of reviews by not doing this. And what we can do is simply put a page inside our book with a QR code to review the book, basically asking for their feedback. In many cases, if somebody bought your book, they enjoyed it, and then you remind them to leave a review and make it easy for them to do so, it's very likely they will. And it's as simple as asking either ChatGPT or your book formatter to make a page for you inside your book, asking the reader to leave a review with a QR code linked directly to the review link for your book. And I will leave that link in the pinned comment below that you can use to create your QR code. Then you can simply put this in your book, maybe in the middle and at the end. And this is just setting our book up for the long term, because when we do get hundreds and hundreds of sales over 6 months to a year, and we have this in our book, it's very likely a lot of those sales will turn into reviews. The last thing I want to talk about is that this is just business. Things change all the time in the entrepreneurial world. It's just about adapting quickly, and the people who move the fastest are always the ones who end up on top. And so don't panic, just make the changes you have to make and keep moving forward like it never even happened. With AI being incorporated into our lives more and more, changes are just going to happen more often. But in my opinion, it's a good thing because you can just adapt to this change, be aligned with what the company wants in this case, and then you'll be favored. And so these things will happen all the time, and they're going to keep happening. I will keep trying to make videos as much as I can to keep you up to date. But the important thing is, don't worry about it. Just adapt, keep moving forward. That's what business is. So if you are attempting to make money with Amazon KDP and you want a good resource to follow, I will leave a link to a free email course below. Basically, it's going to walk you through my entire book creation process, start to finish, one email on one topic per day. In over 15 days, you're going to at least 10x your Amazon KDP knowledge and have a clear direction moving forward. Out of the way, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.